So the title of this episode is Name That Tune, which is referring to this tune right here in this first couple of seconds. Nobody's guessed it yet. I very much doubt anybody ever will, although there are clues in there. So, have fun with that.
Is a little too nerdy even for me.
Too nerdy for a Final Fantasy cosplayer? Damn, that's saying something.
I think this episode is where I finally started to get comfortable enough with the characters that I could have a scene like this, which is just, you know, them kind of hanging out and shooting the shit, and have it be really fun. I did have some trouble here because, you know, Corcus has to be not in favor of being off killing something instead of doing something peaceful, but I think I had a good enough explanation for that. Half the fun of these things is, you know, realizing that something doesn't make sense, and then being able to come up with an explanation for it, and just using that as an opportunity to work another joke in there.
Thought into the subject of murder, huh?
Yeah, I think that guy's watched one too many episodes of Death Note.
So, this was, you know, my 9th episode, and there was about a month passed between the 8th and 9th, which was the longest I'd ever gone. And in the meantime, I'd taken a trip to Japan, which is what the big delay was about. But this was my first episode that got any honors on YouTube. I know that, you know, we're not supposed to care about that, but I'm as big an attention whore as anybody, so yes, I was pleased as punch about that. This little jingle here is from Ocarina of Time, for those who don't know. And there's another blatant joke steal, this time from The Simpsons, one of the Treehouse of Horror episodes. Oh well. At least the context is relatively original. Sorta, kinda. And another great judo one-liner here.
Every day, Griffith chasing after a chick. Whoa there! Jeez, I guess your horse must be more of a 2D Zelda fan.
Well, I suppose
I love this line too. This was a good episode. I like this episode. What I don't like, though, is this little Moida bit coming up in a second here. It's... I don't know. It was filler.
Very,
Whatever.
witty and charming my lady is.
His hobby is Moida.
Maybe just because it's not my favorite Adam Sandler song. Well, whatever. Now, there's a segue here. This is where the commercial break happened in the actual show. And before the commercial break, they're by themselves in that little, like, pool off the trail there. And after, everybody's surrounding them. So I had to put in my own commercial break so that that wouldn't seem really sudden. Like, first there's nobody, now there's everybody. Although, interestingly enough, I did buy Berserk trading cards in Japan while I was there, just to have them. They were the only Berserk merchandise of any kind I saw anywhere, which made me very sad.
Griffith, are you all right? Speak to me. I'm not sure how, but I know this must be Guts' fault.
And
Someone must have seen who did this. Hey, you!
this line coming up here with the,
Who did this to Griffith?
sucking the poison out, and the
Holy crap, you are an
what was it, the prostitutes, or the whorehouse, that's what...
I know
Strip
what
club,
happened
that's what it
in the
was.
world.
I bet he fled to the nearest strip club.
How did you survive?
That's a big fan favorite exchange. Always been one of my favorites too. Sometimes it's kind of rare that the jokes that get a big response from the audience are also the ones that I like a lot too. But that was definitely one that everyone could agree on.
Maybe I should leave now. No?
Jokes like this are really hard, where
Okay.
the humor is in the awkward pause. It's really hard to gauge how long you can draw it out before it starts to get boring.
Better take off your pants, too. Ooh, I volunteer to suck the poison out.
Nonsense, that's what Guts is for. So, who wants to help me form a search party to find the assassin? Yup, he could be anywhere by now. Could be far, far away from, Griffith and his sucking.
I think this was it's 6 minutes and 13 seconds. This is my longest episode to date, too.
Oh no, this is all
My
fault.
episodes tend to be very short, which is by design.
Ineffectual character. This might
You know,
not
definitely
happen.
better too little than too much. Always leave them wanting more. But after, you know, a month spent just, you know,
Useless? No.
recycling in my head, you know, thinking of stuff to put in, I had plenty of material.
Strong men handle this, and don't worry your pretty head over any of it. Take that, inexplicably brittle goblet! So the bastard survived our
And
assassination attempt.
this is a reference, for those who don't know, another slightly obscure reference to a movie called JFK,
We've got everyone
about the
convinced
JFK assassination.
crossbowmen on the grassy
Interestingly enough, I did not have a copy of JFK to pull this audio clip from close at hand at the time. So this audio clip is actually drawn from an episode of The Critic, which also did a spoof of JFK, making this some sort of bizarre, ultra meta pop cultural reference of doom. And this was another example of a plot point that just made absolutely no sense, in which Griffith chooses Guts for this super stealth mission where he can't be seen no matter what, like he's some kind of ninja or something.
That's better, isn't it?
Oh, and then there's that. I was in denial for a long time about Griffith being gay and being attracted to Guts. It was my girlfriend who finally pointed it out to me. I said, no, you're reading stuff into it that's not there. Then I read the manga. Oops, can't deny it anymore. Yep, Griffith's a flamer.
Actually, judo's way stealthier than I am.
But yeah, there's at least two people, Judo and Casca, who would have been far better choices for an assassination mission than Guts. So that's another example of being able to take that inconsistency and pull a joke out of it. Oops, gone too long, out of time. See you next time.